Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, gals and gentlepods, and welcome back to the shed, the workshop. Obviously we're down with Morty. Today's the day I'm going to refit the back axle. So I'll show you what I've got. I've got it prepped up ready, filled it with oil, EP90. I've fitted the bump stops that I made, they all look good. And I've got the axle mounted on a small hydraulic lift on wheels so I can position it and raise it to meet the car. So I'll reposition the camera, show you what we've got, and then we'll get stuck in. Right, so there's the axle all ready to go. As you can see, I've got it stood on axle stands there on top of a hydraulic lift platform. There and there are the two new bump stops. They've come out really well, really pleased with those. So let's get on and get it in. Right, so if I just carefully wheel that into position, like so. Right. I can either lower the car a little bit or raise the platform. I've probably only got another inch or so of lift on the platform, so I think we'll lower the car a little bit. That looks pretty good. Right, so I've moved the camera, I've got the axle into general position. It needs to go up a couple of inches and forwards about 4 inches. This is where the hydraulic platform comes in handy. It's actually sold as a motorcycle lift. That's that side close. Lift it up. One started. This side started as well. And this side popped out. There we go. I've got one bush in the hole. It's going in nicely. Let's get that in. The nut and washer on the inside. We do the same on the other side, and that's the front end of the springs mounted. Right, so that's got both sides of the front end of the springs mounted. Now let's see about getting these rear shackles on. As before, I'm going to put a bit of silicone grease on the pins so that they can rotate in the bushes and not squeak. with polyurethane bushes like these, the pin has to be able to rotate within the bush. The metallastic or silent block, as they're sometimes called, bushes that are in the front end of the springs don't rotate. The centre tube is bolted through the chassis, the outer tube is fastened securely into the spring, so the rubber flexes. So we don't tighten those up until the weight is back on the wheels, because otherwise they would always be in tension. What they want to be, ideally, when the car is sitting stationary, they want to be in a neutral state, so not twisted one way or the other. If that makes any sense. Just use the little knocking stick and give that a tappy tap tap. Unfortunately, it's pushing the top bush out. That's better. Push that bush back in, that's it. That's the outer plate, spring washer, spring washer, and there's the nuts. I'll do the same on the other side, and then we can take the hydraulic platform away. Right, so that's the axle all mounted on its springs. So we can now take this platform away. And there we go. One axle back in its place. So I'll connect the prop shaft up and the handbrake cable and the brake hose, and then I can put the wheels on, put the shock absorbers in, lower him down onto his wheels, and then I can tighten the mountings up on the front of the springs. I think that'll do for now. It's all pretty basic stuff. I don't think I need to video it for you. Right, so that's the back axle now all mounted up. The rear shackles are tightened up. The shock absorbers are fitted. Handbrake linkage connected. Brake pipes connected. Prop shaft bolted up. The axle's filled with oil. Just got to bleed the brakes through and put the wheels on, and then I can lower it down and bounce it a couple of times to settle it, and then I can tighten those front spring mounts up. And that's that job done. Hope you found this interesting, possibly helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.